Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that hits a little too close to home for anyone who's ever been online, especially streamers. It's about a creator named Alara and a single stream that unraveled everything she thought she knew about privacy and safety. Alara was a pretty standard streamer. She played cozy games, chatted with her small but loyal community, and always had her cat, Jasper, snoozing in the background. Her setup was simple. One PC, one monitor, and a single webcam perched on top. Its little green light a constant, familiar companion. One Tuesday night, she was midstream, harvesting digital turnips in her favorite farming game. It was a chill vibe, just her and about 50 viewers. That's when she noticed it. In the tiny reflection of her own eye on her monitor, she saw a second light next to the green one on her webcam. A tiny pinprick of red. She blinked, thinking it was a trick of the light, but it was still there. Her heart started to thrum a nervous beat. She tried to ignore it, focusing on the game, but her eyes kept flicking back to her webcam. The red light was unwavering. A cold dread began to creep up her spine. She kept her voice steady, not wanting to alarm her chat. "Hey guys, just gonna, adjust my camera for a sec." She reached over and unplugged the USB cable. The green light went out, as expected. But the red light stayed on. Panic began to set in. How was that possible? It was disconnected. There was no power source. Her chat started asking if everything was okay. She forced a laugh. Yeah, fine. Just some tech gremlins. You know how it is." But her mind was racing. Was it a hardware malfunction? Or was it something else, something worse? She couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. The red light felt like an eye, a silent, unblinking observer in her own room. Her hands were trembling as she grabbed a piece of electrical tape and slapped it over the lens. It was a flimsy defense, but it was all she could think to do. She tried to get back into the game, but the atmosphere in the room had shifted. It felt heavy, oppressive. The cozy charm of her stream was gone, replaced by a chilling sense of violation. After another 10 minutes of awkward, stilted commentary, she couldn't take it anymore. "All right, chat. I'm feeling a bit off tonight. I think I'm gonna call it early." She ended the stream, the sudden silence of the room amplifying her own ragged breathing. She sat in the dark, staring at the taped-up webcam. The red light was gone, hidden beneath the black tape, but she could still feel its presence. Later that night, she got a message from one of her regulars. It was a link with a simple, terrifying message. "Alara, is this you?" She clicked it. It led to a streaming site she'd never heard of, a dark-themed platform with a nonsensical URL. And there, on the screen, was a live feed. It was her room. It was her, sitting at her desk, staring at her monitor, watching herself. The stream was titled The Alara Project. The camera angle was identical to her own webcams, her webcam, the one that was unplugged and covered in tape. The chat on this unknown site was a horrifying scroll of cryptic text and symbols, a language she didn't understand, but could feel the malice behind. Her private space, her sanctuary, was being broadcast to an audience of anonymous strangers on a dark corner of the internet. She scrambled back, knocking over her chair, her breath catching in her throat. She ripped the webcam from her monitor, throwing it across the room, where it smashed against the wall. She tore the power cord for her PC from the socket. But on her phone, the stream continued. The feed didn't even flicker. It just showed the empty chair, the overturned lamp, the silent waiting room. The stream was coming from the camera, not the computer. The camera itself was the source, and it was still watching. That was the last anyone heard from Alara. Her own channel went silent, but the Alara project is still live, or so the stories say. Sometimes it just shows the empty room, but other times, viewers claim they can see a faint shadowy figure moving just at the edge of the frame, a permanent ghost in the machine. It's a chilling reminder that sometimes, when you stare into the digital void, something stares back. Thanks for tuning in for this spooky story. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the strange and unsettling. Stay safe out there, and maybe put some tape over your webcam tonight. I'll see you in the next one.